Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do me a favour. Number one, like the video. Also comment. Let me know your thoughts on the case. First and foremost, I just want to say condolences to 74-year-old Christopher Martin, because this is no way to go. 25-year-old Jack Forde was the personification of a troubled person. I mean, he needed real help. And when I say help, I mean he should have been in the hospital. 25-year-old Jack Forde had went to live with his granddad, 74-year-old Christopher Martin, in New Cross, South East London, just months after Jack had bladed two strangers. Now, Jack had been in HMP in September of 2020. When he was released, his granddad gave him a place to stay, because it was subject to a supervised order. This was due to blading two random strangers in April of 2021. During those incidences, Jack had armed himself with a blade. He entered the 27-year-old's home, chased their victim outside, and then used a blade on them repeatedly. After the incident, he left them there, and almost immediately, Jack Forde then boarded a bus, sat behind a 79-year-old person, and then once again pulled out the used blade and used it on the second victim's head repeatedly. Now, that victim required 40 stitches. Now, when Forde was taken to court, he was cleared of all charges. That was due to insanity, well, reason of insanity in fact. But of course, he had spent time on remand. Now, under the terms of being released, Jack was told that he had to take medication, and of course he had to be supervised. That's where Christopher Martin came in, his own granddad. Unfortunately, Jack did not take his medication. Now, Jack's granddad, Christopher, was so scared of Jack, so much so that he locked his bedroom door when he was going to sleep. He also slept with a blade underneath the pillow. Now, the day before the tragic incident, Jack was mad at his granddad because he helped Jack's pregnant girlfriend move into a new home. So, on May 28th at roughly 4 AM, Jack had used his legs, hands, arms, feet, and also whatever he could grab on his own granddad, and then FaceTimed his ex-girlfriend who's pregnant, and she witnessed Jack pour boiling water on you-know-who. Now, Jack's granddad was actually slumped over already and he wasn't moving. He was also heard to say, "Burn in." Now, Jack was detained soon after, but again denied charges due to the diminished responsibility. Now, sadly, 74-year-old Christopher Martin died. To make matters worse, he had just lost his wife of 55 years a few months prior due to COVID-19. Again, condolences. There was no winners in this situation. Stay safe. Safe.